People always ask me, Michael, what is your approach on life? And I have one approach on life.
Somebody might want to check on Michael Chandler because Conor McGregor's extended UFC absence has no end in sight. After Tuesday's episode of the Contender Series, UFC CEO Dana White addressed the media and took questions. When asked about a potential McGregor booking, White revealed that the two had spoken, but wasn't optimistic that the Irish talent would be fighting in 2024.
I saw that you and Conor were both in Sturgis. I'm wondering if you guys met at all and talked about the potential of his fight as well?
We talked, yeah. We talked. We didn't meet up, but we talked. And yeah, he wants to fight, so we'll figure it out.
Soon? By the end
Not
of
this year. He won't fight this year.
White's timeline for McGregor's return may not be entirely accurate, though, as the former two-weight world champion has come out and disputed the boss, showing that he's not too happy. Both he and Chandler have been hinting that their bout will finally take place in December on the final pay-per-view of the year. So much so that Conor even recently revealed that he's already begun planning his camp and that he'll go to Colorado Springs to train at high elevation in preparation for the grueling fight. After hearing White's timeline for his return this past Tuesday, McGregor took to X, where he disputed Dana and continued to call for a December return. Conor wrote, Dana, December is the date. Bring the calendar year home with a winning event. Come on now, what's this? I'm off to altitude next month to prepare. December. Tell Dana and UFC we want December. We deserve December. Dana White has closed the door on any potential rumored fight between Jon Jones, his personal favorite, and middleweight and light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira.
And Joe Rogan, you just said always kind of hit you up about the Jon Jones-Pereira fight. Is that going to happen or what?
No.
Okay.
See, that was easy. That was quick.
Boom.
Have you seen the internet reaction to the obviously pound for pound conversation in you and Jon Jones? And once again, as a friend of the Jones family, I agree with everything you say. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, everybody on the internet's stupid. So anybody who thinks Jon Jones isn't the pound for pound best fighter in the world should never be discussing fighting ever.
Boom.
Period. End of story.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
This weekend, Israel Adesanya will try to become a 3-time UFC middleweight champion. He will do so when he challenges Dricus du Plessis for the middleweight title. As we know, Stylebender and DDP have had quite the feud over the course of the last year or so. Now they'll finally get a chance to settle the score inside the octagon. Adesanya will attempt to get back to his winning ways after losing the strap to Sean Strickland almost a year ago. Bisping reacts after Jake Paul states his intention to qualify for the 2028 Summer Olympics in boxing.
No, but anyway, we're here to talk about Jake Paul saying that he's going to be in the Olympics. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I'm going to enter the 2028 Olympics.
Whoa.
For boxing in Los Angeles. I'm sick and tired of waiting for another gold for Team USA. So
not retiring.
Not retiring. Like I definitely probably just added a couple more years onto my boxing career because of that. But Los Angeles, United States, sick as
I had no idea you were even considering 2028 Olympics.
Yeah, I'm just dropping bombs. Like actually, like I'm gonna do it.
He's dropping bombs.
2028 Olympics. You heard it here first. Gold medal. You're mine, brother. Being a world champion is first and foremost, and then second is a gold medal.
All right, so fair enough. The man wants to go and compete in the Olympics. And you know what? I've actually got a lot of respect for him. Now, I did think that professional boxers weren't allowed to compete at the Olympics, but that rule changed in 2016. Now, Jake Paul's kind of doing it the opposite way around because he's very famous. He's had a lot of professional boxing fights, and he's going to go to the amateurs. But the guy that just won the Olympic gold medalist, he's actually had 4 professional boxing bouts as well. Now, if Jake Paul was to win the Olympics, I mean, that would be incredible. And he would join the likes of the great Muhammad Ali, the GOAT, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Oscar De La Hoya, Lennox Lewis, Pernell Whitaker, Mark Breland. The list goes on. So many fantastic Olympic boxing champions. Anthony Joshua. Now, of course, for Jake Paul, if he did go and fight in the Olympics, well, first of all, it wouldn't be his promotion, would it? So he wouldn't be able to cherry pick opponents. He wouldn't be able to take people that are way past their sell-by date, like Mike Tyson, who's 58 years old. No, the man that just won the Olympics, got the gold medal from Uzbekistan. It was Lazizbek Mulajonev. This man is 25 years old, and he is 6'4", okay? The last time Jake Paul fought somebody his own size and weight, we know that he lost. I'm not here to shit on Jake Paul. Fair play to him. I hope he does go to the Olympics. That's what I want to see, and I'd really respect him. I'd respect him taking on real opposition, real challenges, and really testing himself, okay? I know I have a lot of fun at his expense, you know, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to talk shit, take the piss. It's just what I see, taking on people that are past the sell-by date and fighting boxers like Mike Tyson. But if he goes to the Olympics, a lot of things will change, that's for sure. Number one, he wouldn't be able to cut weight because in the Olympics, you're going to have to box every few days, okay? It wouldn't be his promotion, so everything's not going to be centered around him. There wouldn't be a massive payday on display. He will be doing it literally to represent his country and to test himself and potentially become an Olympic gold medalist. And as I said, the list of champions that I said before, and there's many, many others, to achieve that would be something phenomenal. So, but the problem is, right, he would have to compete as a heavyweight, 92 kilos, about 203 pounds. Because he's fighting every few days, he probably wouldn't be able to cut weight. He will be fighting against people his size, his strength, probably more experienced as boxers because like this guy here who won the gold, as I say, he's got a record of 57 and 11 on BoxRec, but it actually says that he's had 73 bouts. 57 plus 11 equals 68, but whatever. It says 73 on BoxRec. We'll go with 73 amateur bouts, and he's 4-0 as a professional.
While Dricus du Plessis has cemented his place as the middleweight champion, Brendan Schaub is convinced that he's in for a rude awakening when he sets foot in the cage with the New Zealand-based striker Israel Adesanya. And not only does he foresee Adesanya triumphing over his nemesis, but also having 2 more fights to complete an epic story.
Of greatest of all time talk, that it's gonna be tough. He knows what's on the line. I think Izzy starches him. Everyone's back on the Izzy train. Then he fights Strickland at 85. Strickland gets his rematch. That's why Strickland's sitting out right now. Strickland gets his rematch. The Hamzat and Robert Whittaker stuff, the winner of that, I know they promised the Hamzat. I think that's out the window after he keeps falling out. Even if Hamzat wins, the UFC like, we just can't, dude. You're too unreliable. We can't. So that's on the back burner. No matter what Dana says, that's on the back burner. This is how Izzy's career is going to go. Timestamp this, Chin, because we're going to post this in 2 years. This is how it's going to go. Mark my words. He's going to beat Dricus. He's going to outclass him on Saturday. He's going to beat the shit out of him. He's going to outclass this dude. It's going to be the old vintage Izzy. By old, I mean a year ago. He's going to beat the shit out of him because he's had rest. He's no longer the hunted. He's the hunter. He's going to beat Dricus. Then he's going to fight Sean Strickland, and he's going to be 100% focused. He's going to beat Sean Strickland. Then he's going to take a break. And then you're going to get Alex versus Izzy at 205. It's his last fight ever. And his wins over Dricus and Sean Strickland, I think there's an argument now, makes him the greatest middleweight of all time. That's how his story ends. And then he goes over to Hollywood or does whatever the hell he wants to do, still does YouTube, tries the McLaren, does his crazy shit, does what Izzy does. He's the greatest middleweight of all time and considered one of the pound for pound greatest of all time. That's how this story ends. And then the division keeps moving. Dricus becomes champ again down the road, or Sean Strickland does. Robert Whittaker, Hamzat, I don't know. There's too many variables going on there. I love watching when he does fight, but there's too many variables. I don't know what to do with him yet. But Izzy, that's how it goes. Dricus, Strickland, Alex at 205. I don't know what happens there. We'll talk about it when we get there. And that you get 3 more performances from Izzy. Big boy fights. Name one of those fights I mentioned that's not must-see TV. Izzy DDP, take my money. They hate each other. He called him the N-word. Take my money. Izzy Strickland rematch? What? The build up to that? And they do it in America? Come on. It's a great fight. He wins that one? Oh my Lord. And then Alex still doing his thing at 205. Maybe Alex goes up to heavyweight, loses, comes back down. It doesn't matter. That fight's always there. That's how Izzy's story ends. And that's a great ending.
Now let's take a look at the top 3 comments from yesterday's video. This person says, John Jones is done. He's had his day. This UFC stuff about JJ isn't gonna happen. At Scott McNichol says, if Keila Henderson is 100% completely natural, she needs to partner with his strength coach, her strength coach, and nutritionist and put out a book or videos and sell them for money. how come she's in better shape than the men at the same weight class? And OG Red Wolf says, Jones is far from scared, but you know that for real. Tom is a beast in the heavyweight division. Jones needs to make a statement in the division. Tom Aspinall, because Tom is the big dog in the division. I don't know how many times we're going to say division in this one comment, but Jones isn't a heavyweight, but he's very intelligent and his fight IQ is top tier, as he is a great MMA, period. Don't doubt that man. If you want your comments highlighted on tomorrow's video, simply comment down below. We'll highlight the top best comments, good, bad, or indifferent, and feature them in tomorrow's video. And that does it for today's video, but make sure you're liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and clicking the bell notification so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. And in case you missed it, check out yesterday's news.